Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the first video on preventing fraud. In this video, we will explain how to create a culture of honesty, openness, and assistance. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel to search for accounting lessons and hit the notification bell button to alert you for the latest video. For all of your questions, comments, and suggestions, please put them in the comment section below. And for webinar and guest speaker invites, please send me a message at accountingamir@gmail.com. Accounting is AK. We hope that this video helps students in their academic development and teachers in enhancing their lesson plans and teaching methodologies. So let us start with the story of Margaret. She was a trusted employee at First National Bank for 34 years, but she embezzled over $600,000 in 3 years before her retirement. The fraud was discovered after she retired, causing severe consequences for Margaret and the bank. The bank lost customers, faced negative publicity, and spent significant time investigating the fraud. Margaret and her husband lost all their assets to the bank, and Margaret was ordered to make regular payments as part of a restitution agreement. She served a 1 year prison sentence and ordered to find employment to meet the terms of her parole. The fraud also attracted attention from law enforcement agencies, leading to investigations and penalties from the FBI and IRS. Margaret's reputation was tarnished, making it difficult for her to find employment and carry out daily activities without disclosing her felony conviction. Similar results can be observed in management's fraud cases as well, like Adelphia's management fraud. John and Timothy Regas orchestrated a massive fraud scheme, leading to significant losses for investors and Adelphia's bankruptcy, amounting to approximately $25 billion. The perpetrators received a lengthy prison sentences, Timothy Regas for 20 years. The victims of fraud, like Adelphia's shareholders and the bank in Margaret case suffered financial losses and reputational damage. Customers lost trust in the organization's ability to safeguard their funds. In addition to this, investigations, legal proceedings, and civil cases incurred substantial cost for all parties involved. Preventing fraud is crucial to avoid such detrimental outcomes. Prevention eliminates the need for costly detection and investigation processes, preserves organizational integrity, and prevents disruptions to operations. Ultimately, fraud prevention saves organizations and individuals from enduring the substantial costs and consequences associated with fraudulent activities. The belief that most individuals are inherently honest and would never commit fraud is a misconception. Research shows that most people are capable of dishonesty, especially when exposed to environments lacking integrity, accountability, or under pressure. Examples like equity funding case demonstrate how dishonest practices at the top can influence employees to engage in fraudulent activities. In the equity funding case, management crafted fake policyholders and issued insurance policies for them. These fraudulent policies were sold to other insurance firms. Witnessing this dishonesty, an employee decided to participate. He reasoned that since no one was actually dying despite the policies, he would fabricate deaths and pocket the payouts. This illustrates how dishonest practices at the top can influence employees to engage in fraud. Creating a low fraud environment within organizations involves two crucial factors: fostering a culture of honesty, openness, and assistance, and eliminating opportunities for fraud while enforcing consequences for fraudulent behavior. Combining efforts in fraud prevention, detection, and investigation is essential for implementing a comprehensive fraud fighting program within a company. Creating a culture of honesty, openness, and assistance in fraud prevention involves three key steps. Number one, hiring honest individuals and offering fraud awareness training. Number two, establishing a positive work environment with clear codes of conduct, open communication, proactive management, and a low fraud atmosphere. And finally, implementing an employee assistance program to support employees in managing personal challenges. Studies indicate that a significant percentage of individuals are dishonest or situationally honest. Rising instances of resume fraud highlights the need for thorough verification process. Fraud can be prevented by adopting good hiring practices. Companies must carefully screen employees to prevent fraud and maintain safety. This involves verifying resumes and certifications. Employers hold a critical role in hiring and retaining staff, given the current higher turnover and low loyalty trends. Negligent hiring or retention can result in legal liability, as seen in cases where companies faced consequences for hiring individuals without checking their backgrounds, leading to accidents like fatal collisions caused by drunk drivers with prior offenses. Employers can mitigate fraud and negligent hiring claims by verifying all resume and application information, especially for key positions, to ensure honesty and prevent hiring unfit employees. For instance, Radio Shack CEO resigned due to false academic credentials. Obtain written consent from applicants to verify references, respecting legal and privacy considerations. Require applicants to certify information accuracy, deterring false statements with termination consequences. Train interviewers to conduct thorough interviews assessing applicant suitability for positions. Employers use various methods in hiring to reduce risk. Financial institutions check for past credit issues and use fingerprinting to cross check with law enforcement. Private investigators and databases provide background checks. Drug and honesty tests are also common. Companies train interviewers to ask legal questions and contact references. No positive feedback from references is seen as negative. One company found that 14% of applicants had undisclosed issues like poor employment history or criminal records. Avoiding hiring such individuals helps prevent fraud. After hiring, employees should undergo awareness programs covering acceptable behavior, consequences of dishonesty, and reporting improper actions. These programs address fraud, safety, discrimination, substance abuse, and employee assistance. So, by implementing robust hiring practices and fostering a culture of honesty and accountability, organizations can mitigate the risk of fraud and create a positive work environment for their employees. Creating a positive work environment is vital for honesty and openness in organization. Clear expectations of honesty should be set through a corporate code of conduct communicated widely. Open door policies enable easy communication for employees to raise concerns, and positive personnel and operating procedures further contribute to a healthy work environment. Setting proper expectations can significantly influence employee behavior and performance. In a hypothetical scenario about a fourth grade class where students were falsely categorized based on perceived abilities, the teacher's expectations affected students' outcomes. This scenario mirrors psychological experiments showing that students labeled as smart tend to perform better, while those labeled as dull perform worse, regardless of actual abilities. The results emphasize the powerful impact of expectations on behavior and performance. This is called Pygmalion effect, as described by Sterling Livingstone. The Pygmalion effect emphasizes that people in performance often aligns with the expectations set by their leaders. When expectations are high, performance tends to be high and vice versa. Genuine expectations acknowledged by leaders are crucial because people can detect insincerity. Falsely creating expectations, especially regarding integrity and ethics, diminishes credibility. The saying, what you expect is what you will get, captures this idea. Having a clear code of conduct is a simple way to establish and communicate expectations within an organization, like codes of ethics by Sarbanes-Oxley Act and Hormel Foods. According to literature on moral development to encourage honesty, it is important to both define and demonstrate honest behavior. A clearly outlined code of conduct helps employees understand what behavior is acceptable and what isn't. Requiring employees to regularly review and sign the company's code of ethics reinforces this understanding. It prevents rationalizations like it's not a big deal or I am not really hurting anyone. When employees acknowledge the organization's expectations, they grasp that fraud harms the organization, dishonesty is intolerated, and unauthorized actions are unacceptable. Open door policies help create a positive work environment and reduce fraud risk by providing employees with someone to talk and enabling managers to understand their concerns. Studies show that most frauds are committed by individuals acting alone, and having someone to confide in can deter such behavior. Positive personnel and operating policies are crucial for fostering a work environment that is less susceptible to fraud. Research indicates that such policies significantly influence whether an organization experiences high or low level of fraud. For instance, uncertainty regarding job security has been linked to environments with higher rates of fraud. Employees assistance programs play a crucial role in fostering a culture of honesty, openness, and support with organizations. EAPs help employees manage personal pressures, including substance abuse, gambling, money management, and health and family issues. Integrating employees' assistance programs with other support systems provides service such as wellness, coaching, conflict resolution, and counseling, which help reduce fraud and dishonesty. While the return on investment for EAP is challenging to quantify definitively, organizations understand the significant benefits in reducing financial and human cost associated with employee issues. So, this completes the first video on preventing fraud. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation, and if you found value in this video, then please like, subscribe, and share my channel and hit the notification bell button to alert you for the latest video. For webinar and guest speaker invites, please send me a message at accountingamir@gmail.com. Remember, effective questioning brings insight, which fuels curiosity, which cultivates wisdom. If you have any question or any suggestion regarding this session, then please put them in the comment box below or by email, and inshallah I will reply you back. Thank you so much and happy learning.